Hello everyone, Danny Garola here with Stampin' the Pink Barn coming to you from Tucson, Arizona. That little red live button means that you have caught me live right now. This is 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. Hello Peggy, hello Sheila. Who else did I just see pop in here? Hello Lorian. Hello Wendy. How are you lovely ladies? It has been quite the day. We have officially hit our monsoon season. Yesterday, you should have seen us. It was pretty funny. Ooh, my hair is very fluffy today. Maybe it's because of all the humidity that we're dealing with here, but okay. So, yesterday, probably around like 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, all these big black clouds came over, and they came over way quicker than I was expecting. So me and my husband go quickly running outside. We have an older travel trailer that a friend of ours has given us, and we use it just kind of for storage and for extra odds and ends. I am a hoarder of yarn because I love to crochet on my off time. I haven't been crocheting in quite some time. I've been very, very busy. Again, with the move and all that good stuff. But yes, I love to crochet. So I have big bins full of yarn. So that trailer gets a lot of yarn shoved in there. But there's a couple of leaks because it's very old. It's been weathered out here in this horrendous heat. And so you should have seen me. I was on a ladder. I climbed up on the roof because the AC unit on it has a small area where it leaks. So I'm up there throwing this big piece of, I don't know if it is part of a roofing plastic stuff, but I'm up there putting it on there. All of a sudden you can hear the thunder just like crashing in the sky. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we have to hurry up because if it starts lightning, I don't want to be on the roof of this metal trailer. And so all of a sudden it just starts downpouring on me and the winds come rushing through. All the work that I had just done to put that plastic thing up there and get it all over the roof of that trailer, yep, it was gone. The wind took it and blew it right off. So then my husband hands it back up to me in the middle of all this wind, and then we're trying to put heavy things up on top of it to get it to hold up there. And so it made it through the night. So that's a good thing. And there was no leaking. So we accomplished it. It was a little bit tough in the beginning, but we made it through. So yeah, so today, just probably about an hour ago, we started getting some dark clouds down at the south, and then they kind of move up over north of us. But no rain so far, so that's good. But it did cool us off quite a bit, and that's always nice. So on 4th of July, I was telling you guys that I would tell you what we wound up doing. So we did really nothing. I mean, we just kind of stayed at home, didn't want to go out and deal with crowds, or, you know, you always worry about people drinking and driving, and I just didn't want to be out and about in that. So we stayed home, we barbecued with my parents, and we bought a couple of those kits of fireworks, and we sat here and did some fireworks and just kind of enjoyed just being home and being safe and knowing that not a bunch of craziness was going to be going on around us. So that's what we did. So we just had a nice little fun family get together. Hello, Frida. Hello, Marcia. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Becky and Sierra. And Debbie. Hello, Debbie. How are you? I am doing great. Hello, Anna. Welcome, you guys. Thanks for coming in here and visiting me tonight. Thank you, Lisa, for sharing. I am going to be using the Silly Goose tonight. If you guys didn't already see the banner that I had put up for this class, I have a really, really cute fun fold that I'm going to show you guys. It's not a new fun fold, it's something that's been around, but I really think it works well with that Silly Goose. Now, the reason why I wanted to share Silly Goose with you guys tonight is because Silly Goose does not have any matching punches or dies. It is just a standalone stamp set. And I know a lot of people are on a budget, so I like to show stamp sets and how you can use the versatility of them as well. Because sometimes I think stamps get lost because we want all the things, and sometimes it's just not in the budget to get all the things. So I really like to show single stamp sets and let you guys see that you can use them just as well as you could use any of your big sets as well. I am going to be using a couple of standalone dies with these cards to make them just kind of embellished up, but you could absolutely do them without the dies that I am showing you tonight. So my mom is doing actually very well. So just a quick little story for you. So tomorrow tomorrow's going to be a crazy day. Just saying. Tomorrow I have to get up not real early, but early for me. I'm not a morning person. I am an evening person. So the little neighbor lady down at my old house, I know you guys have heard me talk about her before. Every 3 months she has to go in for these eye injections because she's got, I don't remember what the diagnosis is that she has. My grandmother back in the day, when she was still alive, she used to have to have the injections as well. But the little neighbor down there, she asked me if I would take her. So every 3 months I take her to her appointments. Well, I didn't realize it was also on a day that my daughter had an appointment with her regular doctor for her wellness checkup. And my mom has therapy tomorrow. So I canceled my daughter's appointment because my daughter's constantly seeing doctors, therapists, everything. So there's nothing wrong with my daughter besides what she already currently has. But other than that, she's a healthy kid. So degeneration. That's exactly what it is. Yep, that's it. I'm pretty sure that's because I keep thinking what the doctor was saying, and I'm pretty sure that's you're spot on. So tomorrow I have to drive her in, and so we live about 20 miles out of town, but that's just to get us into town. Her doctor's is all the way on the opposite side of town, on the east side, so it takes us about an hour and 15 minutes to get there for her eye injections. So once we get there, you know how doctor's offices are, you never get in exactly on your scheduled time. So I have to have her there, but then I told her, I go, we have to be back home, no later than 1 o'clock because I have to turn around and take my mom back into therapy at 2. So I'm just like, oh my goodness, I kind of took off more than I can chew, but hey, you know what? That's just the way it is. So, everybody's kind of on standby. My husband wound up, getting kind of a solid done for him. They gave him the day off. They were going to have him work tomorrow. And he told him, he goes, my wife has got so many things she has to do. She's got to run people to doctor's appointments. Is there any way I can get the day off? Because they wound up scheduling him 6 days this week anyways. So, they were pretty generous and gave it to him off. So that helps me tremendously. So yeah, there's just going to be very, very much busyness tomorrow. So I wanted to let you guys know, those of you who ordered the Timeless Arrangements kits, those are getting out in the mail. I just received another package today. I had to have it overnighted because I ran out of some of the supplies. So those are getting out in the mail tonight and will be shipped first thing in the morning. Also, I have more kits still available for that. So if you have looked at the Timeless Arrangements kit to go for my kit for July, I still have more of those ready to go out the door. So you can see those over on my blog, stampinthepinkbarn.com. Click the kits and scroll down and you'll see the Timeless Arrangements. And you can go on there and register for that there. Hello, Patty. Hello, Kay. Hello, Linda. Hello, Courtney. Welcome, you guys. And there's the mom just popped in here. Hello, Linda. Hello, Denise. Welcome, you guys. Thank you all for coming in here. All right, so I think we are ready to go. So you guys do know that tonight's cards that I am making are also a thank you gift for you guys. When you spend $35 in my store, I will send you the supplies to make the cards that I am making tonight. I will include the PDF for the 3 cards, so you can go ahead and create those. The only thing that I do not put in them and do not include is the embellishments. I do put ribbon. If I use any kind of ribbon, I will cut you guys some ribbon and you'll get those in there as well. And then you can always add your own embellishments. You might already have the embellishments that I am going to add to one of the cards tonight. Otherwise, use what you have. But this way, if you already have the Silly Goose, then you can already use it. Otherwise, you can go purchase it in my store, get yourself some adhesive with that, and you can get the kit as a freebie once you spend $35 and use my current host code. So that is kind of the kicker on it. You have to use my host code in order to get the kit for free as my thank you gift for you, because I'm thanking you for using my host code and helping me out, because that's what's able to bring me it's what brings you guys the free gifts that I give away to you guys every week. That's what helps me earn those free gifts. So it's my thank you for shopping with me, and I give you guys a kit that you can create now 3 cards of your own. So let me get you guys flipped around. We're gonna go ahead and get into just a quick few little news things, because July is like Christmas in July. We've got a lot of promos going on right now. So I just wanna get right into this. So hold tight, I'm gonna get you guys flipped around. I'm gonna put my hand over the camera so you guys don't get ill, so just hang tight. Let me move the camera over just a little bit so we're not getting my stand in the way, because for some reason the camera on this new phone that I have picks up very, very wide angles, and for some reason it can pick up my, ouch, it can pick up my stand here, and it's not even by the stand. It's kind of silly. So until I figure out how to get this where it's not showing all the things here, let's kind of turn you like that. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to start my videos off with me over on my computer looking at me, and then I will already have my phone set up so I don't have to keep going through this every single time we get started, because it's kind of goofy. Hello, Nancy. Oh, good. You got your card in the mail, Linda. Awesome. Thank you, Kay, for sharing. Thank you, Linda, for sharing. Thank you, Patty, for sharing. You guys are so awesome. I so appreciate that. Okay, so today is the last day to subscribe to the current paper pumpkin, which is the Fun in the Sun. Watch tomorrow for the new graphic for the new one. If you have already subscribed to this, just know that tomorrow is going to be a new paper pumpkin. So right now, if you want to be sure to get in on Fun in the Sun, make sure you subscribe or go over and buy the one-time prepaid card through my blog. If you go over to stampinthepinkbarn.com and go scroll down, find Fun in the Sun, and it tells you all the options to purchasing the paper pumpkin. This one is all about, as it says, Fun in the Sun. This is going to give you some accordion folds. So some fun folds are going to be included in this kit, which is awesome. It's going to give you enough supplies for 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. Thank you, Courtney, for sharing. Thank you, Debbie, for sharing. This is going to give you an all occasion stamp set to support and encourage those you love. Pearlescence back sequence, a summertime ephemera pack, pre-cut die cuts, and 1 Daffodil Delight Stampin' Spot. So this is a great way to collect your ink pads as well, because you're going to get an ink pad of different colors every time you get a kit. So I always tell people that's a great way to get your ink pad collection started. I'm going to tip you up just a little bit more. I don't know why that thing is almost like sagging down. Ugh, hold on just a second. Let me see if I can bend this up. I think it's just going to have to work. Right now, through the 31st of July, you can earn yourselves a $5 coupon with every $50 purchase that you make in my store. The way you're going to get that is once you hit your first $50, now you can spend as much as you would like. So every $50, you're going to get a $5 coupon code. Now that is going to come to your email once you're done with your purchase. Now make sure you save that email. Either screenshot it, make sure you have all your codes, or you're going to want to print it off. If you have the print function and you've got a printer, make sure you store those somewhere so you don't lose those, because you're going to be able to redeem those in August. So I don't want you guys to miss out on that. If you've made a purchase, make sure you keep your codes safe. Online exclusives. We just had a revamp in our online exclusives. I want to show you guys, I just got a package in the mail today, and I added on the trucking along. Now you guys know that I am a sucker for the little red truck and for Christmas. So I had to definitely add this onto my kit. I can't wait to play with this. I've already seen Stampin' Up! Artisans already put out some adorable cards using this set, and I can't wait to sit down and play with it. That's probably what I'll be doing this week. I might actually use this on my Coffee and Cards on Thursday, my YouTube live. So stay posted for that and see if that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, super, super cute. And I love punches anyways, because it just makes life really easy. I don't have to worry about any other machines or anything. So yeah, that is this here. So you can check these out in my store, shopdannygarola.com. Hit the shop button and it'll take you in there. And when you go down towards the thing, it says shop all. It'll bring up a little menu. Once you see that menu, hit online exclusives, or it may actually be something that's just right in the middle of the screen. They change things all the time on there. So you can check that out. These are the new items that they have added to the store, just to give you kind of a little glance. I know it's kind of far away for you guys. I did get myself my scoring blades, but I left them over at the house. I was more excited to show you guys the trucking along. So yeah, these fun things are what have been added, so you can check those out. My timeless arrangements, like I was telling you guys, that these are in the mail being shipped out to you guys who have ordered this kit. Just know that there are more available, so you guys can go over to my blog and register for this kit, and it will be in the mail to you as well. Beautiful, beautiful kit. Mystery stamping. So this Wednesday, I will be adding the supply list. So on the 12th, Wednesday the 12th, I'll be adding the supply list for the July mystery stamping. The 19th is when I will actually be doing the mystery stamping Facebook Live that we will actually put the card together. And then you guys have that full week from the 19th to the 26th to get your card submitted over on Pink Barn Stampers. And you can win a prize from me for just simply making the same layout of card. You're going to be using different paper. You're going to be using different products. That's the whole part of the mystery, is that we're all using the same layout, but we're all going to be using different products. So it's fun to see the same layout look completely different. It's pretty awesome. I love seeing your guys' creativity and the things that you guys come up with. So all you have to simply do is take a picture of the card that you make and put it under the card that I will post after the live mystery stamping. And that's what gets you entered. But just remember, you have a full week to get that card submitted over there before I do the drawing for the giveaway. Okay. So that is that. Let me get all my papers put away here. We are going to do the giveaway from last week's card. So last week I featured this was the branches. Something branches. Now I can't even remember what the heck it was called. Anyways, so these are the 3 cards that we made. So I'm going to go ahead and give away a couple of these cards. So let me get my list out here. So for liking last week's video, so if you guys look across the bottom, there's a little thumb, there's a little heart. If you guys can throw those up for me, that simply gets you entered into a drawing for winning one of the cards that I'm making tonight. So you will wind up being in the drawing for one of these Silly Goose cards. Hello, Karen. Hello, Melanie. So tonight, for liking this video, I'm going to give away this card here. Now, this card is going to go to Miss Sheila Isley for liking last week. So Sheila, this is going to come in the mail to you. Thank you, Melanie, for sharing. Thank you, Karen, for sharing. So that is going to be coming in the mail, Miss Sheila. Okay, and then for commenting last week, so the way it works, when you guys, as you can see, everybody who shared my video has come back over here and they have written in that they've shared it. Now, there are some privacy security things on Facebook that doesn't let me see everyone who, unless you have it turned off, which I don't advise you to do. When you share my video, it'll show me how many people have shared it, but it doesn't show me that the specific name of the people. So come back over here and tell me that you've shared my video. That not only gets you in the drawing for the sharing, but it also gets you in the comments. So, hey, it's a win-win. So for commenting last week, this card is going to go to Miss Cheryl Merzenik. So Cheryl, this card is going to be coming your way. Again, it's a super cute little fun fold. All right. And then last week for sharing my video, this beautiful little textures and frames, which is awesome for making your backgrounds or for even just doing a card. You can stamp this in a lighter color and then, you're okay. Okay. You can stamp this in a lighter color and then stamp your sentiment on top of it in a darker color. And that works very, very cool. I'm not sure if we froze up there or not, but it looked like on my device I froze up, but that's not always the way it is. So for sharing last week, this is going to be coming to Miss Courtney Glanker Austin Darp. I hope I did not slaughter your name. I tried, but Courtney, I just saw you post on here, so I know you're in here. So Courtney, I need you to, when this is over with, I need you to message me your address. Do not put it in the comments of this post. Not everybody needs to know where you live. Do it in private messaging and send it to me. Or if you're not comfortable with doing that, you can also email me your address at stampinthepinkbarn@gmail.com. And I will get this in the mail to you, Miss Courtney. So congratulations, you guys. Thank you so much for helping support my business. I truly could not do it without you guys. Okay, so let me show you. I know you guys already saw the post that what we're making tonight, but I just kind of like to show you guys again so you know what to be prepared for. So these are the cards that we're going to be making tonight. And so this one here, I have used the Radiating Stitches dies. So you can make this card with just cutting out your paper and not having to have those extra dies. But isn't this so cute? And look at that color combination. Isn't that great? Okay. And then we are going to be making this adorable little goose one. It says, "A silly goose told me it's your birthday." So great little birthday card here. And then look at this fun fold, you guys. Isn't this terrific? A great little thank you card, sending a big honkin' thanks. Ha! I just love that. Isn't that so fun? Who wouldn't love getting this like fun interactive card in the mail? Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our cards tonight. Get all my supplies out here. We are using the Silly Goose. Silly Goose is wonderful. I love the little characters in this. You've got some great sentiments in here as well. A silly goose told me it's your birthday. This silly goose forgot. You've got a friend in me. That always reminds me of Toy Story when they play that song, "You've got a friend in me." I love that little saying. Goosebumps. sending gaggles of good wishes, sending a big honkin' thanks, and I'm here for you. Then you've got some little ground or the water little stamps that you can put on there as well, so your little characters don't look like they're just floating in midair. All right, so let me get out all. So when you get your kit, after you make your $35 purchase and you use my host code, your kit is going to come like this. Each individual card pieces are going to come in its own envelope. Just so you know, so when you get this, you're going to open it up. It's going to have a PDF inside of it for my for these cards. So it tells you, not only do you get to see some still photos of it, but then it also kind of tells you how to create these cards. Again, you can always come back and rewatch this video. And I also put it over on YouTube as well, if you're more of a fan of watching videos on YouTube versus having to come back and try to find it here on Facebook. But each card will be individually put in its own envelope for you guys. Okay, so let me, and this is just a scrap piece for me to create these cards. All right, so my base is 8.5 by 5.5. Oh shoot, it's freezing up on YouTube, Peggy. Ugh. Oh, it's so frustrating when it does that. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if it's because we're overcast. I'm not sure, but that shouldn't be affecting my internet. I don't know. I'm sorry. I hope that it's working for everybody else. It seems to be pretty clear on my other device at the moment, but you know, that could always change. So I have Tahitian tied. I'm going to go ahead and fold this in half and burnish it down. Then I have a, well, dang it. I hope it clears up and stops doing that. I have a piece of Poppy Parade here. It is a very bright and vibrant red. So that is just a 4 1/4 by 5.5 piece. I am going to be taking my largest die from the radiating stitches, and I'm going to run this through my embossing machine over here. So for this, I need to use the large machine, because this big die, or this big die will not go through your mini machine. Now, what I really like about these dies is they also, hold on, I gotta stand up, is it also does some embossing around the edge of the rectangle. As you can see right there, is it does that really neat embossed look as well. Then I need my basic white, and I need the next size down. And I'm just going to place that on there, and we're going to cut that out. And I know that wiggles the heck out of you guys. So we'll hurry up with that. Get this out of the way. Okay, there is the little, that is the medium size little rectangle from that set. And so let me grab my piercing mat here. Look, and it comes out with kind of a neat little frame that you can hang on to for other projects in the future. So what I want to do with this is I am using one of my small blending brushes, and I'm going to grab my Tahitian Tide ink and just grab a little bit of ink. As you can see, I went really light with that. So I'm just coming over here because see how it leaves like a splotch part here? I just want to add a little bit of color to the edge of this. It just really looks good against that Poppy Parade. Okay, so it's very, very soft and subtle. Might as well leave that there. We are going to actually adhere this right onto our card base. So I only put glue in the center part and I leave the embossed part kind of standing up because you can actually pull those up a little bit so it looks kind of a 3D image popping up off the card. So you can kind of pull these a little bit. Just like that. Okay, and then this part we're gonna actually stamp on. So I need these two little geese right here because they're fist bumping each other, but they call it goose bumps. Isn't that cute? Hello, Bonnie. Hello, Angela. So let's grab these two little cuties here. And I think I need to grab a bigger block because I didn't grab a big enough block over here, so let me grab, I'm gonna need that block. Since it's the two geese together, oops, that's very, very crooked, not that that matters. I'm gonna use my Memento because we're gonna be using some of our Stampin' blends to just lightly color these guys in. So I'm gonna move their heads up towards the top because I want to have a little stamped image or sentiment down below here. So I'm just moving them up a little bit higher, like that, but they're still under the little stitched piece there. Then I'm gonna grab the sentiment goosebumps. And then I need the little grass. So with the little grass, actually I'm gonna stamp goosebumps first to make sure I get that on there, just like that. Perfect, then the grass, I'm gonna do over here and over here, and then up in between their toes. Okay, perfect. All right, now we're gonna grab some of our blends. I need the, this is light pumpkin pie, and I need, I need the light smoky slate, and then I need my color lifter. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this and just bring in a little bit of this gray to just give them a little bit of dimension, because we know ducks are not perfectly white. I mean, unless you have an indoor duck, but I have 3 different ducks in my yard and they are all 3 different colors. And of course, my male duck is a lot brighter and has some gorgeous greens on him that my girl ducks don't have. Because with most birds, you can always tell which ones are the males because they're normally the prettier ones. I don't know how that worked. Okay, just come in here and just add a little bit of color to his little feathers. And his little hand needs to have some color to it. But as you can see, I'm just going very, very lightly on here, like that. Then I'm gonna take my color lifter. Now, a color lifter is completely clear. So if you see that I wrote over here, it's completely clear. There's no color to it at all. And what it does is if, say you make a boo-boo and you color outside of the lines, like you sneeze and you hit your hand or something like that, it will, if you push that color back into the line, it will stay there. It will come back into the line and not be out. But it also softens up colors that you may not want to be so dark. So that's why I just use a swirling motion, and I just go over where I just did that outline to just lighten and soften up that gray line. It just looks a little bit more shadowish and not so harsh, I guess is the word. And it just kind of really softens that up where you can still see the color, but it's not so crazy gray. So there's that. Then I'm gonna take my light pumpkin pie and we are going to just add a little color to his beak and his feet. Now the thing I love about these is these are very neat. This is a very neat stamp set to go for masculine, feminine, children-like. It's just one of those sets that you can do so much with and give for all occasion cards. That's the word that I was looking for. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I've got this color the way that I want it. I'm going to be using, this is the metallic woven ribbon. This is in the Tahitian Tide. Grab my ribbon snips, and I'm just gonna take a short little piece, 2 little short pieces just like that. Move that out of the way. And we're gonna need a little bit of tape. Just Scotch tape works great here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lay this over the corner, just like that, and then just bring both of those ends kind of to a point just to hold that. Just like that, because nobody's gonna see the back of this, so it doesn't matter what the back looks like. Nobody's judging the back of our cards. And then take this one and do the same thing. It just kind of gives it a little bit of a banner up there and just kind of brings all those colors kind of together. I just think it's kind of a really cute little touch. I'm gonna pull this one up just a hair. Bring that down. There we go. There we go. That's better. Okay, now what we need to do is we're just going to adhere this straight to this piece. Oh, I got glue on my hands. Okay, push that down into place. And there is a super fun and easy, but see how that almost looks like little banners coming down? Let's add an inside piece to this card to finish it off. So just a 4 by 5 1/4 little piece here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this little grass And I'm just gonna place this kind of along the bottom here. Just like that. To add some of that little grass across the bottom, it just kind of ties in the little grass on the front. And then you could stamp whatever sentiment you would like in the inside of that. But there is card number 1. Okay, let me get some of this cleaned up so I can get to card number 2. You're definitely going to want to add one of these simple chamois to your order when you place an order, because of course you're going to want to make your order go over $50 so you could get one of those coupon codes that you can use for next month. Because if you're shopping, what's an extra $15, $20 added onto your order? It's really not that much. Okay. Let's get to card number 2. So this is card number 2 that we're going to be making. Move that out of the way for the moment. I have basic black, 8.5 by 5.5. We're going to fold that in half and burnish that. Okay, then, as I throw things, then I have a piece of white here. It's 4 by 5.25. That's going to be my next layer. And then my balmy blue is 1/8 of an inch smaller than that. So it is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And what we're going to do with this is, whoo, did you guys see that I got that? Woohoo! That took some skill. Oh, sorry, you guys. That took some skill right there. That took brain power. If you were seeing me right now, you'd see the smoke coming out of my ears. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I don't want that. I want Versamark. Okay, so I'm going to take my Versamark and just ink up my little goose with the balloon. This is going to be that cute birthday card. And we are just going to add some of these geese to this base. Now I just want his little feet coming right up here. Now with Versamark, it is a water base, so I'm not sure if you guys can see it on camera, but it is starting to dry and form into the ink where you can see it almost looks like a tone on tone, because it's almost like if I was to take water and flick it on here, of course water would dry, but Versamark doesn't. So it leaves the image on our paper. This is also the same ink that you would use if you were doing any kind of embossing as well. Okay, let's take this here. Let's just put this little balloon right down there. There we go. Okay. All right, that is now gonna go right on our white piece, just like that. Okay, like that. So my little geese are just kind of staggered around on there. So they're kind of just subtle in the background, but they're still going to be seen. Okay. We can actually adhere that straight to the black. Okay, like that. Then I have taken These are called the Stylish Shape dies. Now, I think everybody has to have these in their stamping collection because these are such a wonderful set. It is a standalone because it can be used with anything. I'm going to be taking the largest of these circles, and on my scrap of white, as you can see, I've cut that out. So I have my largest white circle there. We are going to actually stamp our goose in that. And since I have already had him in some Versamark, I don't have to worry about cleaning that off. I can just go right into my next color. It's not going to hurt anything. And I am using my Memento, and I'm going to stamp my goose right in the center of this white circle here. Super cute. Okay. Then I'm going to take a little piece here and let me grab my sentiment that I'm going to use. I'm going to use, what was I using? A Silly Goose told me it's your birthday. Okay, just stamp that towards the bottom, just like that. And we will cut that in just a minute, but let's go ahead and get this little guy colored. I'm using both light and dark balmy blue, and I am using both light and dark of my Lolly Lemon. All right, so with the dark, I'm just gonna come in here and I'm just going to color in just by kind of tapping that ink so I don't flood out that little space. I just did the dark in 3 of the little hat rings. Then taking the light, I'm just gonna come in here and lightly add some ink in there. It will dry and then you'll see the difference between the 2 colors. Right now it's kind of hard. I'm just gonna come in here and using this light blue, balmy blue, again coming in, adding a little bit of color to this goose. Again, using the color lifter and that circular motion. The light balmy blue is such a light color anyways, but this just kind of, again, softens it. Okay, just like that, just around the ones that I did in his body. I left the hat alone because we want those colors to be shown. Then using the light Lemon Lolly, I'm going to color this full balloon. And then grabbing the dark and then just coming in and adding a little bit of that darker color around the outside edge. Then I need the light pumpkin. Okay, just like that. Okay, put those away. I'm done with that. All right, I have a little strip. This is 1/4 by, oops, if I can hang on to it, it's awfully tiny. by 3. And then let me get my paper trimmer. And this, I'm just going to go to the half mark and then cut it like that. And then I'm going to turn this on a slant and cut like that. And then I'm gonna line that slant up again with one of my lines over here. And it might be a little bit further than the slant, but I can still see if it is even. Let's go over just a skosh more, kind of making sure that that's even. And then let's go like that. There we go. So then it is both the same angle that I've cut. All right, then we're gonna take this little lemon lolly and we're just gonna lay this on that where it kind of sticks out beyond the white. So just a little touch of glue on there. All right, Patty, you have a good night. Thanks for coming in here. Love seeing you. Okay, so there is that. There is our circle piece, and let's put this card together. So we're gonna use some dimensionals to raise this up. Okay, I'm gonna take this and put it right towards the center here. But as you can see, I can still see the background. Okay, that's gonna go there. I know it's kind of hard to see down low, but see how you can see the little geese in the background there? Okay, let's take this piece and pop it up. Okay, we're gonna place this across the bottom here, making sure we get this even, just like that. Okay, now I'm going to bring in, these are called the Adhesive Back Solid Gems. I'm gonna use the yellow up here. And I am going to go with one of the bigger ones first. It's gonna go at the top of the corner, then the medium, and then the little bitty one, the little baby. Okay, just like that. And there is that. Let's get an inside to this card. Let's stamp. Where is our goose? I think I'm gonna stamp him, hit just the top portion of him. Right, like this on the bottom corner. Yep, that's cute. Taking the light balmy blue. kind of bringing those same colors back in. Color lifter. And then yellow, lemon lolly. And just a touch of light pumpkin. Okay, then you can put one of your birthday sentiments on the inside of this. Or if this card is going to be late to your recipient on their birthday, you can always add that one where it says, "A silly goose told me it was your birthday. This silly goose forgot." That's cute. Okay, just like that. And there you go. Then it kind of just ties everything all together. You've got that background with that same little goose print, and it's just adorable. Oh, all right, so that is card number 2. All right, card number 3. We are gonna make this fun fold. So I need to get out my paper trimmer with my, let me move some of this stuff out of the way. I wish I would have grabbed the new ones of these, but I was too excited about the trucking along that I knew I needed to show it. I was more excited about it. All right, let me get everything out of the way so I have enough room for paper. Okay, so this is kind of a paper eater, but it is a very, very cute card. Again, can be used with any of your stamps. It doesn't have to just be with your Silly Goose set. It is fabulous for so many different images. This piece here is 5.5 by 11. So it's more than half of a sheet of cardstock. So I know a lot of people don't like going there, but sometimes it's necessary for a really, really cool fun fold. Okay, so what we're gonna do is on the 11-inch side, so you have the long side in your trimmer. So what you need to do is you need to score this at 1 3/4, 3.5, 5 1/4, and 7. So we need to pull out the arm here and go down to 7. Okay, just like that. Now we've got all these score lines on here. Now we're going to turn this, and we are going to take the trimmer away at the moment because we don't need the trimmer now. Now we're going to do some cutting. Now, turning this, we're gonna line this up with the 1 1/4. Okay, just like that. Now your first mark was your 1 3/4. Your second mark was your 3.5. Your next mark was your 5 1/4, and your next one was your 7. Okay, those are all going down this way now because we've got our card. I'm gonna put this thing away. So we've now got this on the short side at the top. Line this up on 1 1/4. And now with your cutting blade, you're gonna start on this line, which is your 1 3/4. Okay, so on the side of your cutter blade, you've got these little lines here. Line that up right on that score mark, like that. Now you're gonna run it down all the way to your 5 1/4 line. Don't take it to the 7. You're gonna go to the on your thing here, you've also got lines here where it'll tell you this is the 1 3/4 on this one. So take your 1 3/4 down to your 5 1/4. Just like that. Okay, pick this up and you can now flip it around to the back side. So now your lines are still sticking up and you're still gonna be on your 1 1/4. And you're gonna do the same thing. Start at your 1 3/4 and go down to your 5 1/4, just like that. And then you've got these 2 cut marks in between your score marks. So let's get this out of the way because we've done the cutting and the scoring. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to take these 2, so the center one, which was our the 3 1/2, and we're going to bend that one back. Okay, bend that just slightly back so it goes back on itself. Okay, we're going to take this front one and bend it back. Okay, I know it's kind of funky, but you'll get it once you see how this is all gonna go. This one here in the center needs to come. We've taken the 2 outer ones and popped those out like that. Now take this one and pop it forward. Forward like that. And then you're gonna take this whole piece here and you're gonna bend it. See, it's kind of hard to keep everything bending. These need to go this way, like that, and like that. There we go. So just kind of fiddle with it. It's kind of screwy, but you just gotta place those 2 inwards, okay? And then this line here, you're gonna fold in because it's gonna go down on itself. So it's gonna be kind of like your accordion. So you're gonna go valley on the 2, this is gonna be here, and then valley on the middle, or mountain on the outside, mountain, valley on the 2 insides. I know I'm screwing you guys all up. And then here you want 2 mountains, and then you want to collapse it all down. I know it's kind of screwy. It's not as hard as I'm making it out to be. But it will just kind of, once you get all your score lines and your cuts, just make sure your 2 little inside cut pieces go inside. Everything kind of will just fold like that into itself. So you might need to watch this a couple of times to see how that works, okay? Hello, Pamela. Okay, so that is our card base. Again, look at it and see how all the peaks and valleys work. All right, let's get the rest of our stuff here. Now we need 2 pieces of our designer series paper. I have chosen Fresh as a Daisy. Now we've got these 2 long pieces, one on the front and then one on the inside flap. Those are gonna go right like that. So now that you've got everything kind of folded the way that it needs to be, you can lay it flat to attach all your cardstock and designer series paper. Now these here, you need 2 of these. These are 1 1/2 by 4 1/4 or 5 1/4. All the dimensions will be up on my blog later. I already put the dimensions up, so they're there. And then now when I'm done here, I'll take all the photos and get those over there. And the shopping list of all the things that you're gonna need to create these same exact cards. Okay, there's that. All right, you're gonna need a piece of 4 by 5 1/4. That's gonna go on the inside of our piece here. actually, we need to cut that down because I forgot. This size, this here is not 4 by 5 1/4. Just to let you know, this card is going to be smaller. This piece here is now 4 by 5 1/2. So your piece is going to be a bit smaller. So you need to cut this at 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. That's right. It is a bit smaller. So to make everything look right, we need it to all be 1/4 inch smaller. So that is 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. Okay. Because this is smaller. So this card, when you put it in an envelope, is not going to be your standard size because I can't make this paper any longer than 11 inches. Just saying. All right. Then we're going to need all these little pieces for our card here. So let's get to decorating. For our kind of accent color, well, we've got 2 different accent colors, but for our little pieces that we're going to fill in here, these I chose were Pretty Peacock because it matched really well with this paper here. We need 4 little pieces here. These are 1 1/2 by 1. So these are just going to get glued right in these little pieces, leaving your 1/2 inch. I don't know if any of you guys are tech savvy and you guys know much about like Apple iPhones and that kind of stuff. I have been told that it is a glitch with Apple, but my focus will not turn off even if I disconnect the do not disturb and I turn it off because I have it set for when I go live to turn on my do not disturb. So if somebody tries to call me or somebody tries to text me, it lets them know that I will not answer and it won't even go through onto my phone because I don't need it interrupting while I'm in a live video. But I've shut it off when I'm not live. Like I have it set to go off at 8 o'clock. So then my phone should be normal. Mine will not go off. So when anybody in my family or any of my friends or any of my customers or anybody tries to text me and they're using an iPhone as well, it will tell them that I have my phone on silence. And then it asks them to go ahead and push notify me anyways. I don't know what is going on. I have everything shut off. I've even like deleted all my do not disturb times and I turned my phone off. I've tried turning it back on and then going in and I only have 1 alarm set now or 1 do not disturb set now. I've stopped sharing it through all my devices. I don't know. I am at a loss. My husband did say that somebody else at his work, it happened to them also. So I'm hoping it's just a glitch with Apple and when they did the new update. I don't know. It's kind of frustrating because, of course, of anybody in my household's phone for it to happen to, it had to happen to me, who uses my phone nonstop. All right, this next little piece that we need, this is 2 3/4 by 1 1/2. So maybe if you guys know or if you've experienced that with your phone, you can let me know how you figured it out because for the life of me, I cannot. Okay, this piece is going to go here. Now I need to cut these down because they're going to be just too long. So let's go ahead and add these to this since we're doing all of our Pretty Peacock here. So I'm just going to add this right across the top like that. And then do the same thing with this one. And my phone will not ring when I had to have one of the doctors call me back today for my daughter, and my phone wouldn't ring. I had to see that I had missed a call and had to call him back because it's telling everybody that I am on Do Not Disturb mode. I don't know, frustrating. I've tried Googling it. And it says that, you know, to shut all your stuff off. Been there, done that. I don't know. Ooh, I got a little fuzz right there. Okay, so then I'm gonna take this piece. I'm gonna glue this on the inside. It's kind of easy to cut just because you'll already have these score lines to kind of guide you. And because when you're holding it in your trimmer, you're lining it up over here on the 1 1/4. And so these will actually line up with the numbers that they are that we just cut when you go to cut those, Peggy. So it's the folding that is kind of a little bit on the goofy side, but hopefully you guys can get what I just did here. And with this one being folded, once we add our panel to this, this will actually be straight and won't be folded anymore. So it doesn't really matter that we've already pre-folded it. All right, I am also now using another accent color. This is Copper Clay. I need 2 pieces for this. My first one is going to be 2 3/4 by 3 1/4. My second piece is 2 3/4 by 2 1/4. This one's gonna go here, and then this one is gonna go right here. I have 2 pieces of basic white. This is going to be, I have my 2 1/2 by 3, and then a 2 1/2 by 2. This one will go on here, and this one's gonna go on here. We're gonna actually do some stamping on those, so I'm gonna set those aside. I'm gonna set all this aside, and let's do our stamping now. Okay, let's get our geese mounted here. We need this super cute. This little goose right here says thanks, and he's holding a little banner. So we're gonna take that one on our bigger piece of white, stamp it in Memento. Make sure he's inked up, and he's gonna go right in the center here. Giving it a second to marinate into that paper. Then I need some of the grass. We're gonna stamp the grass here and stamp the grass here. Like I said, then it just doesn't look like he's just like there in midair. All right, we're gonna do the gray. I grabbed the smoky slate. Go under the banner because obviously he's gonna have a shadow there. Do his little fingers. Okay, come around his bottom part here. Grab the lifter. Okay, using Lolly Lemon, I'm going to use the light. Kind of come in with a flicking motion to add some color in here. Because then I'm not saturating the paper, I'm just adding color. Now you can go as intense as you want with this, but I just want it just a light pop of color on there. Okay, like that. We need our pumpkin, light pumpkin. Like that. Okay, then I need the sending big honkin' thanks. Perfect. All right, so with the smaller little copper clay, we're gonna put this piece on that. Okay, and on the larger one, we're gonna put the thanks. Okay, bring our card base back in. This sending huge or big thanks. We're gonna place that right in the center of here. So I wanted to tell you guys, I'm going to be having a huge sale. I'm going to be getting rid of a ton. I mean, it's probably going to be a couple hour Facebook Live. I'm going to be doing it in a private group. I will invite everybody who is like a part of my following here on my page. So if you are not a part, or if you're not following my Stampin' the Pink Barn page, which is what you're on right now, my business page, please hit the follow button, and it will invite you once I create the event for that. I will be having a mega sale on bundles, regular stamp sets. I will be selling paper. I will be selling some punches. I'm going to be selling die sets, maybe some old ink, maybe some old, not old as in they're old, but older colors that are no longer in rotation for us right now. Some pens, some paper, all sorts of stuff. I will be having a huge sale. So you guys do not want to miss that. Things are going to be extremely discounted. I will inform everybody on the condition of the stamp set, if I've used it, if I've not, because I do have stamp sets that I've never even touched, because I can't use them all. But yeah, you guys will not want to miss out on that. So like I said, be sure that you are following this page that you're watching this from, Stampin' the Pink Barn, and it will be a Facebook Live that I will be, it's kind of going to be like an auction. I will hold up a set. It will have a number on that set, and then you will have to say sold if you're going to purchase it. And the first person that I see pop up on the screen that says sold to that set or that number, then it's going to be coming to you. It's also, I will do the shipping later on, because if you buy multiple sets, it's going to save you on shipping, because then I can ship it in a prepaid envelope, and you're only paying one price. So that's the best way to do it when you buy multiples of something. So you guys are going to want to keep watch for that. It'll probably be beginning middle August that I have it, once Mom's completely like not completely recovered, but where we're not doing the every other day going to physical therapy, her and I will sit down and do it. But I just wanted to let you guys know, kind of give you a little sneak peek of what's to come, so you guys don't miss out on that. All right, there is our super cute fun fold of the day, or of the week, I guess you might say. So yeah, go into my store, make a at least $35 order, use my current host code, and you will get the cardstock, the ribbon, not the embellishments, but you will get the ribbon to make these 3 adorable cards. Now, when I say that, that doesn't mean that you have to have the Silly Goose. Maybe you have something else, like we used to have the hippo set, or maybe there was the little pig set. These would work with any little characters that you could put on a card. So there are our 3 cards of this week. I hope you guys enjoyed these. Please give them a try. They're really, really kind of fun and easy. You can always come back and re-watch this to see any of the, especially the way that this is folded, since I had to show you guys a couple of times because I couldn't even get it straight. So, there you guys go. Thank you so much for coming in here and helping me build my business. I so appreciate you guys so much. All right, I will be live again on Thursday for Coffee and Cards over on YouTube. I will make sure on Thursday morning that in the event, I will add the link to that direct Facebook Live or YouTube Live that I will be doing. So you can just click right on it and join me. It will be at noon Pacific, 1 Mountain, 2 Eastern, or 2 Central, 3 Eastern. All right, you guys, have a wonderful week. Don't forget that I'm going to also on Wednesday, I will be posting the supplies that will be needed for mystery stamping. Woohoo! All right, you guys, have a fabulous week. Be safe out there. All right, you guys, until next time, bye-bye.